Okay, so let's start. Now, data visualizations in Excel. We are almost getting to the end of our Excel training. So, data visualizations is they are vital component of data analysis. There's a difference between you saying, okay, I see this data set, I analyze data sets. There's another thing when you're able to say, okay, yeah, I I've analyzed the data sets. Then how do I communicate? There's part of reporting, but there's another part that says, okay, not everybody will be able to say, I want to see this table. I understand what this table is all about. But some people feel like, okay, I think when I see pictures, I get to understand pictures clearly. So, those are two different ways. Some people will feel, okay, I get to understand what you're saying via reporting. Some people will say, okay, I get to understand what you're saying via picture. For example, let me quickly cite an example. If I say, okay, I'm having a particular chart, or let's say I'm having a plain sheet, a plain sheet, I have Word document, okay, sorry, a plain sheet, and I have a rectangle, I have circle, and I have five rectangles, two circles, five rectangles, two circles, then five rectangles, two circles, then one triangle. With that, if I ask you how many rectangles do we have, it's easier for you to know that it is five. Why? Because they are all represented in charts. So unlike me having number one rectangle, number two circle, three rectangle, four rectangle, it's for me to tell you, okay, how many rectangles do we have? It will take time, unlike you seeing it as a picture. So those are what we call visualization. So they have the ability to efficiently summarize large amounts of data through a graphical format. And there are many chart types available, each with their own strength and use cases. One of the trickiest parts of the analysis process is choosing the right way to represent your data using one of these visualizations. So now the presentation of two or more, when you now have two or more visualizations, that is two or more charts in a particular sheet or in a particular page, on a particular page, when you have two or more charts on a particular page, we now call it dashboard. We call it dashboard. So now let's move. So this time around, we have chart rows for data visualizations. That is, what are the roles of all these charts? We have some charts that helps in showing change over time. It helps showing change over time. So this kind of chart that helps showing change over time is what we call their trend line charts. Trend line helps in showing change over time. What do I mean by time? That is, for example, if you're having a chart that has date formats and you want to know how are you making sales, what is the profit trend line per month, or what is the profits that you are making, how does it look like in, let's say, in a year or in quarters. So you use the what's called the line charts to help you to show change over time, to see how your trend line, you will see it when we start displaying the chart. The next one is showing a path to whole composition. I think we all are all familiar with this chart in secondary school. It is what we call the 360-degree chart, which is a circle. You have a big circle. It's always called a path to whole composition, which means if you have a circle and you're having path to whole, what do I mean by path to whole? For example, if a path is consistent, let me use example. Let's say we have a chart. You want to know how many male, let's use customer, how many male, or let's use class. We want to know how many male is in class, or how many male, yeah, we want to know how many male, what is the percentage of the male in class and percentage of female in class. When we are talking about those kind of things, that is what we call path to whole. So which means that thing will show like a big circle and it will differentiate the part that is more bigger than the smaller one. It is the one that has what highest number of percentage or highest number of people. So now, depicting flows and processes. This one, when we talk about depicting flows, that shows the processes used in what you're doing and explaining the flows. This chart is what we call, I want to remember, don't worry, when we start doing the chart, I will remember. So in this kind of chart, it helps you to display the path to all, path to all. Sorry, it shows flows and processes. That is, let me explain. flows and processes, what I mean by that is, for example, let's say, let me use an example. Okay, let's say how you got people on board. Before you get people on board, it all started with what? Signing or sign up. After signing up, we have signing. After signing, you understand, we have. So those steps, the process by which that thing happens. Or let's use the process of a supermarket, for example. We have customer. I'm just using that. I'm just citing an example. We have customers. When we have customers, after that we have from customer. When they begin to be a customer, then we now start moving to customer. Then we can say, okay, from customer they bought something. We can say unit sold. Then after that we can say sales. After sales, we can now say we are talking about cost of goods. No, we are talking about profit made from that cost. I'm just showing you processes. You get a point. How a flow or how a particular data set, probably you want to derive a flow from it. There's a particular chart we use for that. We call it waterfall chart. Waterfall chart. Yeah, waterfall chart. Then another one is looking at how data is distributed. Distribution of data. We make use of, we can use a column chart or a bar chart. You are familiar with that. Now, comparing values between groups also, we can use our column chart or bar chart. Observing relationships between variables. When we are saying relationships between variables, this time around we have what we call we use I'm trying to remember those. We use scatter plots. We use bubble charts or scatter plots for that. Don't worry, when we go into the business of the day, you will see very well. Now, looking at geographical data, we use map charts for this. Map charts for this. Okay, I'm just trying to explain so that we can, when we commence okay, now, okay, this one is dashboard. So before we move into dashboard, let's quickly create a chart. So now you can see here, we already created the first thing is that, you need to create your tables. After doing your tables, this is our pivot tables already. Then after that, we create our chart. So this sales made, now all these charts, now all these singular one, we make use of, we make use of, for them, just, we call it cards. We make use of cards for them, all these singular one, but they don't actually count. The major one is this one. Now we want to create a chart for sales made by each product. You need to understand something. How do you create your chart? Let's just explain that. To create your chart, you highlight where you want to create your the table. After highlighting the table, same thing where you have your analyze or design. You understand? Same thing, same processes when you click on analyze or design. So you can come to your analyze and click on pivot chart here. You click on pivot chart using pivot chart, or you use insert and click on chart. But so far you are using pivot table, just click on analyze here, then you click on your pivot chart. So if I click on my pivot chart now, it will give me column. This is the recommended one it gave me. Now you need to understand the difference between all these charts. These are all the charts I was explaining to you, that we have column, line. This line chart explains over time, that is change over time. If you are dealing with dates, you use your line chart. Now pie chart is part to whole. Now there are so many rules you need to understand regarding chart of a thing. When you are working on tables that has more than when you're working on tables that has more than 5 columns, no, that has more than 4 columns, you don't use pie charts. You can see, do you see it's distorted? This one is naturally okay. But if we come to our column chart, so you can use your column chart. But when you're having, another thing you need to note, the difference between column and bar chart is that column is this, is vertical. You can see column is vertical, while bar is what? Is horizontal. Now, bar makes sense when you are having text, when your texts are long. For example, if I'm having a text that has a column name that has probably like A, B, and so on, I can easily come to my column chart and use it. But this time around, the difference is that column chart will display this way. You can see those texts. Unlike me clicking on bar chart, you can see it's accurate this way. It's still okay this way. But majorly, I can still use column charts. I prefer to use a column chart so that the figures will be able to show clearly. So after clicking on it, you click on OK. So you can see. So this is my chart. So with this now, it's easier for anybody to see that, oh, in this, Nano Tablet Plus is the highest. You understand? It's easier for them to see that, okay, they made more sales from Nano Tablet Plus. This is your chart. Now, how do you now edit your chart? How to edit our chart? After bringing in your chart, a format to display here. So you can come here to change your shape fill. Shape fill means the inner color, So if I click on no fill, it won't bring any color. But if I want to change the color, I can come to my shape fill and say, okay, I want to use my shape fill. I want to change the color, any color you prefer. Just make sure you are not doing color riots. You are not bringing in different color that doesn't look alike. So let's say I want to change my color now. I want to bring in a color down here. I'll come to my shape fill. Okay, let me use this. I love this. Then you can see this. Now shape outline means the edges. So I can just click on shape outline, no outline. I don't want it to have outline. The edges is the outline, the colors of these edges. If I want to apply the color, I can apply any color. Now weight is if I want to increase the headings. You can see the headings so that you can see very well. That's why I need to bring it in. So if I change the color to red, you can see the headings, the edges. So your outlines are your edges, the lines, your edges, that's your outline. So with this now, we are getting there. So after this, if I click on inside, you can see, this is what I did. I click on inside. So clicking on inside, I'll be able to edit this also. I can change my word style. I can decide to select anything I want. Do you understand? That is, I want to edit these inner stuffs. All these ones are just for your outer parts, but all is your inner text, everything. To edit it, you just come to you can see where you have your chart style, this paint. I'll click on it. You can see this is how you have your colors. You can bring in a format here. You can use a format here. You can see I can click on my color to select different colors. You understand? So this is your style. Now your plus is if you want to add or remove something. So now if I want to remove, you can see a grid line. If I want to remove grid line, now axis, if I uncheck axis, axis is the one that is on this side. If I check it back, you can see axis is there. Axis title, I can check it. Axis title, I can uncheck if I don't want it to be there. So, but majorly, your chart should have all these things, but it's not necessary for your chart to have all these axis titles and the like. So, data labels, I can decide to bring in my data labels. So, data labels means it will label everything. So, if I click on the arrow in front of data label, I can decide where did I want, is it center, is it inside end? But it's not proper for you to bring in data label here. Why? Because this data label is too long. We're having 600 million here, 500 million. So it's not proper for us to be having that labeled here to make it not, beautiful. So that is for data label. So you uncheck that. Data table, it means it will bring in all the data. That one is not needed. So you take it off. You take it off. So now, grid lines, you can see some tiny lines inside. So if I uncheck my grid lines, you can see there's no tiny lines there. And that is how it's supposed to look like. Now, legend, I don't need legend because everything is a singular color. But if I want everything to be different color, I'll start picking everything one by one to bring it to make use of it. But so far, I don't need it. I'll just remove my legend. So it will remove the total. Do you get it? Now, another thing is that if I don't want to remove this product, I don't want this product to be there. This thing that has product here. This product here, if I don't want it to be there, you can see. So the bottom product, you can see that's why it's bringing the display here that it is what? Bottom product. So, sorry, excuse me. Now, let's proceed. If I want to change the title now, I don't want it to be total. I want it to show sales made by each product or sales by product so that they can know what we are working on. I will just double click on my headings here, on my title, take this off and write sales by product. Sales by product. So you can decide to adjust the color here. I click on it. If I want to give it heading color, you can see your text format here. This is for your text. This side is for your text. This side is for your shape. Now, if I come here now, I can decide to give it a text. I can decide to give it a color, any color I want. If it's red, anyone, depending on you. I'm just using this as an example. You need to have a proper color before you start doing those things. You need to have a proper color. You need to know your color style. But me, I'm just explaining so that you can see. So now, if I now decide to change the color of this also, I'll click on this. You can see. After clicking on it, I'll come here also. If I want to change the color, I want to bold it, I want to do anything. If I want to bold it now, I'll come to my home. If I want to change the font style, to increase the font here, you can see. If I want to decrease the font here, if I want to bold it, anything you want to do here, you can also come here to change the color, anyone you want. Same thing with this also. If I want to change to reduce the size, I can do that. So now for this one now, if I want to change the color for this now, I'll just come to my shape fill, normal shape fill. If I want to give it a color, anything I want, you can see. I'm just using this as an example. You need to have a proper color. Now shape outline, I'll give it no outline. So it will just be this alone. So you can see this. So let me bold this also. Boom, just bold. So with this now, we have our what? Our shape. With this, we have our shape. So now, let's proceed. Let's say, for example, I want to still adjust my pivot chart. I want to still do more than another editing. I'll just come to this part. You can see where I have all my charts. So let's say I want to remove product. I want to bring in country. I'll remove product, bring in country. You can see. So I can still adjust my chart here. I want to display, probably I don't want product to be there again. I just take it off here, bring in what I want. Now, the legend now. If I want all these my I want all these columns, I want them to be it's not called all these rows, or all my product style, all these products, if I want them to be in, I want their bars to be in different color, I will just drag product to legend. It will give everything different colors. You can see. So from this now, I will now check my what's it called, my legend. So it will be able to explain to them so that they will know that okay, the highest one is what is it called? Where is it? Nano Tablet Plus. You can see, but it's not actually necessary. To me, it's not necessary. I used to tell students, I tell them that charts of a thing, when you're working on pivot charts, it is majorly what you want to present, what you want to communicate. So you don't need all serene, you don't need to be doing you want it to be fine. No, it's not needed. The major thing is that, is it communicating what you want it to communicate? That's a major thing. Is it communicating what I want it to communicate? So those are the things you should understand. Those are the things you should understand in your chart style. Those are the things you should understand in your chart type. It's not necessarily, we don't actually need it. Okay, I don't need it for, what's it called? It's not something I need to, no. The major thing there is not about the color. It's not about, fine, the color is necessary. But the major thing there is that it should be explaining what we actually wanted to explain. That is a major thing. It should explain what we wanted to explain. So now, if we now want to proceed further and want to do normal editing also, want to still edit our chart, you click on your design, you come to your R chart element. So you can come here now to start doing the same thing we saw here. Let's say, for example, I don't want my horizontal to show. I don't want this part to show. Instead of me coming to plus, I can still come to my R chart element to adjust, to do a lot of things I want. Data table, all those things again that is there. You can come to your chart label. So if I want to change the color, you come to this color again. Same thing we have here. You can come here to change it. So if I want to change my data, probably I want to change it to bar. I can just click on bar and click OK. You can see it will change. Still follow the same thing I want. So those are just the things you need to understand at that point. So now, if I now want to remove my product, this product, I don't want it to be there. I want my chart to be my chart. You understand? Let's change the chart style back to column chart, because this is the appropriate, this column chart is the appropriate one that should be there. So if I now want to remove this product, how will I remove it? If I want to remove, I come to my analyze. Under my analyze, you can see field list. Field list is for this part, but this field button, if I click on it, you can see it's no more there. So with this now, we have a proper chart. Do you understand? We have a proper chart. So let me look for the one that we are going to use. So same thing, this part also, you make use of your column chart for this one also. For total profit and average sales, this part we can use our pie chart because this is 3. When it is still 3, you can use your pie chart. If it's anything more than 4, don't use your pie chart. Anything more than 4, yeah, don't use your pie chart. But if it is still 3, 4 below, you can use your pie chart. So this one now is okay for us to use pie chart there. So let's say I want to get for all this, I'll just highlight, same thing. You can either use your insert one, so insert and chart, or you come to your normal analyze, you click on pivot chart, you can see. So if I click on pie, you can see the pie. This is my pie chart selected. You can pick any style you want, but politely, this is the one you are going to use, the first one. So you can see my chart. So with these, I'm able to explain. They can see that, okay, enterprise is the channel partners is this color, enterprise is this color, government is this color. So if I now want to bring in data labels, I can bring in my data labels so that they can see the prices there. If I click on the arrow, I can say, okay, I want it to be best fit. I want it to say data callout. If I click on data callout, good. So data callout is still okay by me. I want data callout so that I can call out the percent. So we can see that the highest one out of this one is 34%. That is using our data callout. So my chart title also, I come here to edit my chart title, what I want there, I will edit it. So same stuff we did. This part is for segments by average sales, segments by average sales, segments by average sales. So we'll just type segments by average sales. So anybody seeing this will understand what you're talking, what you're describing. So with this, we are good to go. So with this now, if you still want to edit, you can still be doing your normal editing and the likes. So that is about all those charts. We don't have dates. I remember we have a date chart. I will use line charts for us. So those are the things you need to understand about your, what's it called, your pivot charts, about your charting and the like. So with this, so now if I now want to use this now, you know, we have total sales here. Now check something. If I click on pivot chart, you will see what it will bring out this parts. But this is not what we need. Majorly, Excel, though people use Excel for the dashboard of a thing, but me, there's a particular stuff we have that is best used for charts. All these tools that we'll be talking about, they have what they are best used for. Excel, to me, is best used for analysis and some other statistical analysis we want to do. But when we are talking about charts, we want to display dashboard. We have a tool that is best used for that, which is Power BI. We're going to get there. So, but normally there's a way we are going to design this. If we actually want to bring in so that this total sales will show, there's a way we will design it. We'll call it cards. There's a way we'll design it. We'll design it wherever you would think is cards. So that's, we'll get there when we are doing our dashboard. So now this is all about the charts. Is there any question? Is there any question so that we can see whether we are to proceed or not? Is there any question? Is there any question? Or Kibat, do you have a question? Ibedun, do you have a question? Mida, do you have a question? Rocky Bats, do you have a question? Ibedun, do you have a question?
No.
Okay, good. So, can we still proceed with the dashboarding, or you guys will go and do your own charts also? Huh?
Let
Let's
us
go and
proceed.
chat.
What do you say?
Let us proceed.
Okay, good. Are we all good with us proceeding? Rocky Bat, Mida.
My network is poor, yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
So
Okay, so let me proceed. Don't worry. Mida, are you with us? Mida, are you with us? Yeah? Okay, okay. Should we proceed? Can we proceed?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
good.
sir.
So now let's start our. Okay, now let me bring in the. You can beautify your own. You can beautify your own anyhow you want. It's because of our timing. That's why I need to just do it this way. Normally I should bring in the proper. So let's bring in for others too. We've done for this part. So same thing we do for this part also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is more than 5. So don't use pi. When it's more than 5, don't use pi. So analyze pivot chart. It has suggested for you. You can use this. Let's go with this. Okay, good. So we use our same color shape fill. I think this was the color we used. Did I still get it? No. I think this was the second one. I think this was the color we used. So same thing, shape outline, weight. What did I use? I think it's this shape outline, because everything must be the same. Okay, I think the shape outline is not that big. I think it's this. Good. So we are getting there. Which other thing? Our trend line. Let's remove it. Oh, sorry. Let me use black for this. Shape fill. Let's use black. Or let me see if we can use another color. Let's use this. Good. Let's use this. Shape outline, no outline. So we're getting there. So I want to bring in all the charts before we start doing our dashboard. So for this, same thing, our chart title will be what? That will be product, top 5 products, top 5, top 5, top 5 products by. This time you see we are using by. By is what you use in differentiating. By what? By profits. By profit. So with this, I want everything to be the same color. So that's what I'm doing. So you come to your home tab, you're using red, is okay, 14 is okay. Should we change let's leave the font style. So this time around also, this one also, we are using the same thing, color, which is black. I think it's on black, bold. Should we, let's reduce, we use 8. This one also, should we, let's reduce, then bold, black, good. We're getting there. This one also, we come back to our design, our format, shape fill, we use this color. I think this is the color we use. Good. So we are getting there. Shape outline, no outline. No outline means it won't bring any color in the edges. So I think it's almost getting the same thing. What are we removing? We are removing grid line. We are removing legend because we are not using legend. We want one color all through. Which other thing? Chart title is okay. Axis is okay. Good. So this time around, another thing we want to remove this product. We want to remove product. So under analyze, we remove feed buttons. Done. So I've done for this one also. We're getting there. You can just drag it. You can reduce it so that you will know which one you've done. You've done this. 1, 2. Okay, this is for segments. Now it remains this part. Profit made by each product in USA and Brazil. So USA and Brazil alone. We click on analyze pivot charts. Which one are we making use of? Bar. Let's see how bar looks like. No. Column. Let's see column. Let's use column. Column chart is okay. Okay, good. Now you can see this one has 2 filtering, which is a country and products. You can see the country because we use filter here. So that they can know that we use filter, so that you will remember. Or no, we can remove it. We'll just write it in our headings. So let's remove that one first. Analyze, feed buttons removed. You will just write it in your heading so that they can see. The major thing is that you must allow your chart to convey what the information you are passing. Now this is profits, no, products by profits, in USA and Brazil. So with this, they'll be able to know that, okay, this was what you did. Good. So let's remove what we need to remove. Remove grid lines, remove legend because we are using one color. Which other thing? Change the color, design, format, change the color, shape fill. Which color did we use? No, it's not this. We use, shape fill, no fill. Click. Which color did we use? We use, I think this color. Good, we're getting there. Our shape fill for this also. Which color did we use? We used this. I think it's this. Let's see. Okay, good. And another thing, your color must be uniform. That's why you see I'm taking my time to check the color I use. So your color must be uniform. Not that you will use red somewhere. You will use pink. Uniform in terms of uniformity might not be the same color, but at least it should complement each other. Not that you will use purple and green. It doesn't look the same. So Brazil, yeah, come to my text. I change the color to red. I think I use red. Good. We are getting there. This reduce bold. Same thing with this also. Reduce the size, then bold. Good. So we're almost done. So those ones you are doing, you just put them beside. You put them beside it. We've done for this also. Now this one also, I think this is the last one. Average sales in each country. These also average sales in each country. Highlights. So analyze pivot charts. It will recommend this. Should we use this or should we try bar? Let's see how bar looks like. I don't know. The reason why I don't want to use that bar is because of the currency. You can see. So let's go back to our column chart. Column chart is making sense. Okay, good. So same editing. Remove your feed button, and after that, come here. Chart title. Okay, let's leave that. Grid lines we don't want. We don't want legend. Take it off. So you double click on this to change. Now we have average sales by country. Anyhow you want to put it, can be country by average sales or average sales by country. Average sales by country. Good. We are getting there. We're almost done. So this one also we edit. We use 8 and we use black. We use 8. Okay, it's okay. This the formats. Come here, shape fill. What did we use? We used good. Is it this? No. We use this thick one. Okay, I think it's same thing. Good. We are getting there. So now our shape fill, what did we use? We used this. Then our shape outline, weight. This was what I used. And red. Let me bold my column here, bold, and we use 8. Good. You can see this is making sense. We are getting there. So with this now, okay, let's change the color for this also. Red. So with this now, we are done with our chart. Our chart, we are done with our chart. The only thing that remains is 1, 2, and these ones we use them for card. We are going to do that. So after you are now done with this, you now click on, you open another sheet, you rename it as your dashboard. Now, dashboard of a thing is all about you understanding the concept behind it, how you want your dashboard to look like, how you want it to look like. That is the dashboard of a thing, how you want everything to look like. So now you can get different concepts from Pinterest. Let me just display Pinterest for you. Let me display Pinterest. I mean, you can get what is it called? Which word will I use? You can get inspiration from Pinterest. You can get inspiration of how your chart will look like. You understand? So now, if I come to Pinterest, I can just say Excel dashboard. I think those people in fashion will understand Pinterest. If I just press Excel dashboard, it will give different types. You can see these are different types. So you can now decide which one do you want based on your own choice. I can decide, okay, do I want this? No. Do I want this? Let me see this. You can see I can decide that, okay, let me go for this, or let me go for green, any one you want. So which means any inspiration you are picking, you will need to imitate it. You might imitate with arrangement. You can imitate with color. You know what I mean by imitation? You can copy probably in color or arrangement. So if I decide to pick this or this, anyone I want, I can decide to pick it. If I decide to pick this, anyone I want, you can pick any style. These are different styles that you can decide to pick. But this is when you want to do your own. But me now, I want to use my own normal inspiration. So the arrangement is that I used to tell students that before you start doing your chart, after bringing your table, so far you already know the numbers of table you have. You already know that this one will be cards. And you know that the number of tables you have 1, 2, and the number of charts you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. I think it's 5. Yeah, 5. So with that 5, you'll be able to know, okay, this is how I want my chart to look like, my dashboard to look like. Your dashboard, you can see your dashboard consists of, like as I explained, consists of 2 or more charts. So you can see the Pinterest samples. You can see everything. These are dashboard. These are meanings of dashboard. You can see dashboard. These are, you can see one, how many charts you can see here, 1, 2, so different charts. So far you know the numbers of your chart, then you can now start. The first thing to do before you do anything is you come to your view. You know, we are on another sheet now. You come to your view, you remove the grid lines. We are creating our dashboard now. You remove the grid lines, you come to zoom, you change your zoom settings. You can see zoom here. You come to zoom here, you change your zoom, you pick 75, or you come here and pick 65. Okay, you can see this is your chart. You are getting there. So this is your dashboard. We are creating our dashboard already. And after this, you can now start creating. You don't need to drag this down here. Just make sure you know you can even get a sheet of paper and tabulate how you want your dashboard to look like. So now I can remove all these ones now. I don't want my formula bar to be there. If I don't want it to be there, I will remove it. But if I want it to be there, I can still leave it there. Do you understand? So this is the form. If I don't want it to be there, I will remove it. But don't forget that it will affect others too. That formula bar removed will affect others. So you can decide to leave it there because you can decide to use anything. You can decide to use a model, anyone you want. So now, headings. If I don't want my headings, I can take off my headings. You can see the headings, this A, B, C, and the likes. If I take it off, you can see. So I've taken my headings off. I'm almost there. After that, after you're not done with that, you can collapse these big things here. This is your bar here. You can collapse it by coming to this side, this arrow. You click on it. It has collapsed. So with this now, we are good to go. This is we've created our Canva. We can call it Canva. This is our Canva. We've created our Canva. You see, everything is white. You can see it's different from this. It's different from this. So your dashboard now, we are getting there. So after doing all this, so let's quickly go back to our slide to explain. So things to know before creating a dashboard. Number 1, understanding of the data well. You need to understand your data well. Then number 2, create a list of areas you wish to focus on the dashboard, which is what we actually did. We've done the pivot tables, we've done our pivot chart. Then after one, create a list of business questions. We've done that. Then create a list of high-level summaries you wish to create for the dashboard. We've done that. So after doing all those things, then setting up a dashboard, rename your sheet to dashboard. We've done that. Change the zoom to 60% by clicking the view tab. Remove grid lines, remove headings and formula bar, collapse ribbon. We've done that. So with this now, what are the chart types? We have bar charts, we have pie charts. Bar chart, I've explained to you, I've shown you. We have pie charts, we have column charts, we have line chart, we have scatter plot, donut chart, and many more. So now let's go back to our charts and start performing. So now here, so far I already know I have 5 charts. I know I have 5 charts. Yes or no? So I can decide to come up with a concept. Let's see Pinterest one. Let's say we want to use, let's use this. Let's say I want to use this one. You can see this one now. But I won't be using the same color. I just want to use the same concept. This one is not 5 charts. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. Okay, let's use this. We can 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can still manage one. Don't worry. Let's come up with something. I just want to use a style. So now here, you need to understand the styling of a thing. How do you style? You can style with your shapes. You can style with anyhow you want. So you need to style your work first. Let's say I want my headings to be here. I can just bring in my inserts. This time around, you are not bringing table because you want to style. So I bring in my insights. After bringing my insights, you can see pictures, you can see pivot chart and the likes, but I don't want that. Let's say I want shapes. So you come here where you have your shapes. If you want shapes, probably you want text box as your shapes, or you want to bring rectangle as my shapes. I can decide to bring it in. So let me bring rectangle. So this time around, we want to design now. So I will drag my rectangle. It must not exceed this line. After dragging my rectangle, probably I want it this way. I can insert again. Okay, let me say I want it this way. Or you can give everything, you can use it for everything. You can use it for everything. That's it. You can use it for everything. Let me bring it in. Good. I can decide to bring it in like this. I want to use it for everything. Good. Let's say I want to use a general color. If I don't want to use my plain whites, I can decide to use that anyhow I want it. So we are trying to we want to use a concept here like this. We want to use this. Let's say we want to use this concept. So now here, let me see this color. Does it blend with this color? No. Let me. What color can I use? Let me use ash. If I use ash here, with this color, I think let's use ash. So come to my format, shape fill. I want to use ash. Or let me see if I use this. If I use this, okay, will it flow on it very well? Let me use this color. Good. So after that, then I want to have my heading chart. I still come to my inserts, come to my shapes. Let me use this. I can decide to use this rounded rectangle. You drag how you want it. Hey, make sure your stuff is not showing. Okay, good. We're getting there. So I will drag. I want to drag in this. Should I bring it this way? Okay, let me use my heading. Did I use? So you're dragging. We are getting there. You drag back. So you can see we are getting there. This one, I can decide what color did I want this to look like. What color did I want for this? I can decide to use the normal color also. Probably this. Will this be go well on it? It should. I don't want us to have color riots. So that's what I'm trying to. Okay, I think we are getting there. It's making sense. So with this now, I'm bringing in, okay, I have my headings. Let me use a concept. This is a concept I'm trying to use. Let me see if it's there. I'm using my own, but I'm trying, okay, I'm using this concept here. Let me try and use this concept. This is a concept I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this. Let's use this. Or should we use this? No. Let's use this. Let's use this concept. So this is the concept I'm trying to bring in now. So we can see here, we have our heading. So let's bring in our heading. So I can still drag to these parts. So after that, we have our heading. What is the heading? That is, let's say, for example, I'm working on, let's say, Rockybat Limited, probably Rockybat Company Limited. That's okay. Rockybat Financial. I'm looking of a name that we can use. I'm looking of a name. Okay, let's use this. Personal Finance Budget Dashboard. Good. So we can just say Rockybat Finance Dashboard. Rockybat Finance Dashboard. So we have our headings here like this. Our what's it called? Our tables. Our shapes, which we want to bring in our headings to. So you just come to your inserts. So this time around, we want to type. You can't type in inside this thing. So you bring in what we call text box. So if I click on my shapes, you will see text box. You will click on it. Then you will drag it down. So anything I'm typing will be showing here. You can see. So you can edit your text box also. Don't worry, we'll get there. Sorry, Ctrl Z. So let me bring it in back again. Insert, shapes, text box. So I can drag my text box how I want it. Don't worry, we'll still edit it. It's showing white. So we can have Rockybat Financial Dashboard. Probably that's the name of the company. This is our heading. If they have a logo, you can bring in their logo. So we want it to be so big. So I will highlight this. I come back to my home tab. I can increase. Let's say I can use any style I want. Should I use area black or semi-bold? You can use any handwriting, anything you want. Should I use area black? Should I use semi-bold? So I'm thinking of what to use. Let's use area black. It's okay. So I can decide to increase. I want to increase it. I want it to be so big. Good. We are getting there. So now we have this. So this time around, you can see, but we don't want this white to be there. Oh, what color can we use also? What color? Ibidu, unmute your mind. What color do you feel we can use for this text that will blend with our color? What color do you feel we can use? Ibidu, unmute your mic. You guys are ladies now. Ladies understand color so well. Ibidu, are you here? Unmute your mic.
I'm here.
Okay, good. So what color do you feel we can change this black to that will blend with our color? Don't forget our color here. You know, these are color and we are trying to. So what color do you feel we can use for our heading that will blend?
Go to the
What do you say?
color this thing now. Start picking. I said you go to the color this thing now. Start picking.
No, okay. What color do you feel we can use that will make sense, that will blend? Okay, let's go to our color format, shape fill. No. This one is text. This is for text. This is for shape. So I'll come to my text. So what color do you feel we can use that will blend so well?
Keep clicking on it. Let me see.
No, just shape. You guys always know color. Should we use red or this one? Will red blend well, or should we maintain our black, or we should maintain another color? Which one are you suggesting?
Let me check
Yeah.
the black again.
We should leave the black, Abby.
Let me
Okay,
check.
good. So you said we should leave the black. Good. So now, but this time around, we want to remove this white, this heading. We've changed the text color, so we want to remove this heading. So you will come to your format. You click on shape fill. You will now click no fill. You click on shape outline. You click on no outline. So you can see. Black doesn't fit well on it too. Suggest another one.
No.
Suggest another one.
Let's check.
Which one should we use? Should we go for red? Let's check red, Abby. We should check red. Let's see. No. It's out of it. Suggest which other one? White. And this. Let me see this. Check this. How far with this? Is this not cool?
This one seems okay.
Good. So now,
it seems cool.
So Rokiba Financial Dashboard, you can decide. We can say, okay, we want this to be like this. Good. If there's logo now, we'll put the logo here. I don't mean there's logo, but we can let's bring out a logo. Let's search for. Let me just search for any logo. Let me just say financial logo, or I should have some logo. Let me see whether I have some logo. So if I want to bring in any logo now, if I want to bring in a logo, I'll just come to my insert. So you know, logos are pictures. I'll click on pictures. So I think I should have some logos. I'm trying to see. Download. Let me see whether I have some logos that we can use. So I want to just check if we have some logos. Good. This is financial. It works on financing. Good. You can see we are getting there. I love this. Good. So we are getting there. We can decide to bring it this way, but we want it to be at the center. Okay, you can decide to bring it at the center also. I decide to bring it at the center. Yeah. So we are getting there. I'm trying to just bring this. Okay, their own is small. Let's make our own small also. Their own is small. So let's make ours smaller. The reason why you need a template is so that it will make your work easier. Like it will reduce stress. Instead of you racking your brain. So with this, you will just come up with something. So personal budget, monthly lesson. Okay, good. So when I want to type, I want to write a dashboard. Come to the next line. I want this next line text to be very small. So let's type in something. I want this one to be small. So let's just say a yearly financial dashboard for Rockybat, let me say limited. So I don't want this one to be the same size as the heading. So you just highlight this part alone, come to your home, reduce this part on, reduce it. You can change the color. What color can we use that will blend so well so that we won't be having color riots? Let me try this. Let's see. Good. I think this is okay. So we are getting there. So you observed they use one line here, one white line. So let's bring in that white line. Insert, shapes. You can see line. You click on that line. You drag it downward. This is the line they use. You drag it downward. Good. You come to your format. You know line, it is shape outline. So anything line, you use shape outline. So weight, let's increase the weight so that it can be so bold. Then shape outline, let's use white. Good. You can see we are getting there. Okay, good. Can we change this color? It can't change. White would have been so better. I didn't really have a white logo there. But let's leave it this way. So now you see we are getting there. So our dashboard is dashboarding already. So we've done our heading. We can leave our heading this way. So the next thing, let's say you still have some other things, you can bring it in, but at least with this is okay. Abi Rockybat, is it not okay? Rockybat company. Rockybat,
Okay, sir.
it's your company. I'm doing it for your company. So now, after doing all this, let's check our format, the one we are following. Okay, they brought in so many things here. Now, I told you that all this display, this so and this, they don't have charts. They are we need to bring them in as, what's it called? We need to bring them in as cards. What do I mean by cards? That's what we want to do now. So we can bring it in this side. So you just come to your insert, you come to your shapes. You can even use text box, but don't worry, so that it won't stress you. You can just use your shapes. Let's use a curved rectangle, the one that is curved. So that we want it to display total sales so that they can see the total sales we have there. So I can just duplicate this, or let me edit this first before I will duplicate it. I think it's okay this way. We can have it this way, this side. You can have it this side. So you just come to your formats, color. Let's have okay, I think this color makes sense on it. Shape outline, should we give it shape outline? No outline. Should we give it shape outline? Let's see. Should we give it shape outline? Let's give it shape outline so that it won't complicate the matter. Good. I think it's making sense. So we have this. Don't forget, how many do we have here? We have units sold and sales. So that's just the two. Okay, good. I think myself, I'm liking this our work. So we've done. So the next thing is now to bring them in. So far, you can type it in, or you can use your equal to blah 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 to bring it in. So let's do that. Now, we want to bring our text in now. So you just come to your insert. You can't type inside this one, so you use your text box. Same pictures, you can see text box. You click on text box, you drag that text box. So what are we having? We have total. Okay, total. Is it total sales we have there? Let's see. Total sales. Okay, total sales. Total sales. Total sales. So total sales. Sorry. So what's our total sales? I want to copy this. Just Control C. Let's, instead of stressing ourselves, just paste it. So total sales. So then we centralize. We come to our home. We centralize. After centralizing, we can increase the font so that it can be so big. Increase the font. You can increase the font. We can still increase these our shapes so that it can contain it. Or we can, this can be small. The total sales can be small. The total sales can be small. Why this can be so big? I think it's okay this way. It's okay this way. Let's leave it this way. Let's just bold. Or let me try area black. Area black. Good. I think area black is okay. Okay. I want it to fill in that stuff. I think it's okay this way. So what color can we use? We still have, let me reduce. Let's reduce a little bit. Good. I think then enter. Okay. So we are getting there. 20. Let me use 19. So now with this, now we've brought in our. So I can just use line spacing. You come to your home tab. I don't want to use what's it called on it. I want to try and use line spacing so that it can. I don't want to use. Okay, don't worry. Let's leave it this way. Let me just press enter. So this time around, it's not showing the second one because of the space. Let's drag it downward so it will show now. So after this, the next thing we need to do is what? We need to remove the white background there so that we'll just have the text. So you click on the edges, you click on it so that it won't be showing. You click on the edges, your formats, shape fill, you remove it, no fill. Shape outline, same thing, no outline. So with this now, you can see. So you can now drag. Okay, you drag to the middle. Let me make it firm this way. Let's make it firm. Dashboarding can be so stressful. So I want to group so that it won't be scattered. So I want to group it with this my table. So I'll click on this. After clicking on the table, I'll click here. I'll hold my shift key and I'll click on the second one. So when I click on the second one, you will see group. I'll click on group. I'll click on group. So which means I will turn it to one. I've turned it to one like this. So if I'm dragging, it will drag both. Do you understand? So that is it. So instead of me rewriting for the second one, I will just come here. I'll just press Ctrl D. It will duplicate that shapes. You can see it will duplicate the shapes for me. And after that, I can bring in this also. If I press Ctrl D, so that I won't be stressing myself again rewriting. I'll come here again. So what do we have here? We have unit sold. Unit sold. Just write, you don't need total. Unit sold is unit sold. Units, or let's put total there. No, unit sold. Unit sold is fine. Units sold. What is our unit sold? Control C. So we have our unit sold. Control V. We need to re-edit. Let's type it. Let's type it so that it won't be, because of our time. 5181197. 5181197. So that one is not in. Sorry. So 5181197. Good. So is this black okay, or we should change the color? We can change the color. Rocky Bat, what color do you feel we should use for it that goes well? Rocky Bat, what color do you feel? Or should we leave this black? Or what color do you feel we should change it to that will go well with all our work?
I think the black is okay. I think the black is okay.
Let's see another color. Let's see. I don't want us to use black. But yeah, check out. Which one? This, this. Let's check this. Ah, it's still black. Let me use another one. Let's use the one on our home tab. What color? Yes. Let me see this. Check. Is this one okay?
It's still black.
It's not black. Oh, this one, this first one.
Mm.
It's not black now. See what I use. Let me change the second one so that you will see it very well. Home tab.
Okay.
It's not black. See. I think this color is making sense. Yes or no?
Okay. I think it's okay. Yes.
Make sure anytime you are doing it,
It's
make sure you
okay.
guys are saving your work. Control S, because if you are not using a system that has a good background, if everything should go, you will start all over again. Oh. So I think we are done with this. We can now bring in the template we want our charts to be on. The templates. What I mean by templates is, or you can decide to, you might not use templates. So I'll just bring everything. I'll click on it, copy and paste. I can. So I'll click on each one after the other. Let's see the one we bring in first. You press Ctrl C. You come to your dashboard. You paste. So you make the arrangement. Which arrangement do you want for it? So far we are having this now. We can decide to arrange it. We can decide to change anything we want on it. But to me, I would prefer to bring in shapes so that I can pick everything inside shapes. What do I mean by that? See what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I'll bring in inserts. So, or should we leave it this way? Let's see how it will look like first. So don't forget your arrangements. Arrange how you want it. Let me close this off. Arrange how you want it to look like. Okay, before arranging, just bring everything in first. Bring everything in before arranging. You can use Ctrl X so instead of you using Ctrl so that you will know the one you've picked. Anyone you want, but me, so far I remember the one I'm picking. So paste. You paste everything, you now start arranging. We can paste everything first and start arranging. Or we can start arranging anyhow we want it. Let me see if I have this side. Okay. Let me have this side. Good. Okay, I think it's making sense. Don't forget the numbers, it's 5. I think 5 is everything. So arrange it well so that you won't be having issues. This one, you guys, you did not remind me to change the color, shape fill. Did not remind me to change the color. Which color did you use? I think it's this. Shape outline, weight. Use this shape outline, red. So Control C, dashboard, bring it in. I can decide to let this one. Hey, what happened? I think there's one here before now. Hold on. Something has happened. Hey, you can see what I'm saying. So if I did not save now, if anything should happen to my chat, I will start again. So thank God I saved. I think I have it. Hey, you see, it's closed automatically, but it's open back. You can see what I'm saying. So if I did not save, what will happen? I will lose everything. We'll start all over again. Thank God I saved. So you can see. So just hold on. Just hold on. Thank God it's back. This was where I saved us. That's the reason why you can see all this. So when you are working, make sure you are saving. If not, you will start all over again. Control C. So I want it here. Control V. You drag. I think this one can be at the center. Can be at the center. You can have it this way. Can be at the center. Good. Oh, let's change this color also. Boom. Red. So this time around, we can now increase our headings, our title, so that it can be so bold. You can see what we are talking on. You can just increase 20. Let's use 28. Boom. Let's use 28. 28 is fine. This one also. Boom. 28. Good. So we are getting there. We are getting there. We're almost done. Okay. Make sure everything is aligned together. Don't make yep. So we are left with 2. This also. Control C. Paste it. What happened again? Okay. Control V. Drag. No. Undo. Good. This is just my own concept. You can decide to make use of your own concept anyhow you want it to. But this is just for the sake of the class, and I'm loving this design itself. I'm loving this design. So now analysis, the last one. Control V. This is the last one. Let's bring this down. Still have space down. Hey, no, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah, I just want everything to be accurate. That's what I'm trying to do. I think this one is too long. Good. Okay. Yeah, so the heading for this, okay, this one also less a little bit. It's too much. Okay, good. So the heading of this also, let's change to 28. Sorry. Okay. Good. So we are good to go. You can see this now. Everything is inside. So with this, I want to increase so that this channel partner can show very well, because if they are giving you the work, they might ask you, they are not seeing it clearly. And you can decide to change their color also. You can decide to change their color also. So good. I think it's okay this way. You can decide to change their format. Probably I don't want it to have shape fill, no fill. You can see. I don't want it to have outline. I'll remove the outline. If I want to change their color, I can come here to change their text color. Let me see this color with them. I think this is not bad. You can decide to bold it anyhow you want it. You can decide to bold it so that you can see it clearly. So with this now, there's nobody here. Okay, this one also. Let's increase the size of this also. Format. Let's increase their size also. Let's see. Okay, good. You can decide to bold this also, so that anybody from afar, there's nobody you'll be sending this to that won't see this very well. So they can, so you can see now with this, we can explain, we can tell, okay, this is what we are talking about. So you can see our dashboard. Don't you like this? So with this, I can all these our stories, all these has now been has been explained to this part. So with this, if you send this to the person that owns this job, they will know that, oh, they can see the total sales here, they can see the units sold here, they can see everything in just one glance. With this now, they'll be able to see that, okay, Nano Tablet is the one that has the highest sales here in the product. Nano Tablet also is the one that has the highest profit here. Same thing here. So you can see a segment by average sales. Enterprise has the enterprise segment made the highest sales. profit by so. You can see. So with this now, you'll be able to know, okay, good. Now, if you over on it, you will see some information also on it. So you can see. So with this now, we are good to go. So this is our dashboard. So the only thing you will now write after this is now to write reports. You now start writing reporting on your dashboard. Okay, Workiva financial dashboard. You now write reports. You now write your conclusion. You write your recommendation. It's not just all about this chart. It's all about what you want to write. That's the major thing about data analysis. It's all about what you want to write. It's not all about the chart is fine. No, you might do your analysis. You might finish your analysis. If the work is actually not making sense, it will still give you. They won't understand it well. So, is there any question? Do you like this dashboard? I think me say if I love it, I need to post it. Let me screenshot it out. So if you now want to deliver it to me now, you will just click on screen sleep. Those of you using Windows 10. So when you click on screen sleep, you'll be able to screenshot it. It will bring this thing. So you just drag, you just screenshot it out. So you just drag and fill it up. So you screenshot, you can still edit it after. So you just leave it. That's screenshots. So if you come back here, I want to turn it to image. That's the reason why I'm screenshotting. Good. After this now. So if I ask you to deliver to me, don't deliver. I might not tell you to deliver in Excel. I might tell you to put it in your report. So I'll click on save here. Or before I save, I can crop. I think everybody are familiar with cropping. I'll just click on crop here. I can crop. I want it to just bring out this information. Cropping. You can see cropping. So anyhow you want it. I want to crop out. Good. Then I can now save. Okay, it's still showing this part. Let me leave it. I can now save. You see the dashboard. Myself, I'm loving it. I think I'll send it to you guys so that you can see also. You can save, post, and I want to save it. Good. Data analysis training presentation. So you can save it as financial, or let me put Rokibat. Rokibat, congratulations, we're giving you a dashboard. Financial dashboard. Save. So I'll send it to you guys. You guys can post it on your status also so that they can actually know, oh, you guys are working, they can see your work. By now, you guys are supposed to be posting your work. So let me send it here so that you can see. We all did it together, yes or no? So I said we all did it together. Photo or video.
Yes, sir.
What happened? Can't be sent. Don't worry, I'll send it to you people's WhatsApp chat. I'll send it to you people's WhatsApp chat so that you can see. I don't know why it can't be sent there. Let me try and drag and drop. Why is empty? Empty. Let me see. Oh, the stuff is empty. It did not save. Abby? I did not save. So hey, let's Abby. Where did we save it? I think we save it here now. Okay, it's there. It's there. So I want to show you. I don't know why it's not dropping. I don't know. Okay, good. Don't compress. Leave it that way. Send. So now you can see if you open on your phone, you will see it as what? As image. So you can post it on your status so that you can see, oh, your work. This is your work. So you can see now we are getting there. Let me just save it. So check your phone. You guys should check. Have you opened it on your phone?
Yes, sir.
You can see. Do you like it? Do you like it?
Yes.
Good. So you can post it on your status so that you can see your work. From there, you can even get a job when you see that. Help me to run my analysis. So with this is there any question? Wow, we've used close to 2 hours here. Is there any question? Is there any question? Rakiba, do you have question? Lida, do you have question? Video, do you have question? No
No,
question.
sir.
No question. Okay, good. So you guys should do your own also. So I'll be expecting your dashboard. Send it to me as picture. Send it to the group. Send it to the WhatsApp group. When you're done with yours, how I screenshotted, send it to the group. The image. Don't use the exact color. You need to look for your own color. Is that clear? Don't use my color. Or okay, let's
Yes,
do it this way. Okay, no, don't use my color. Use another color so that you can start learning how color looks like. So with this now, we are good to go. So in the absence of no question,